with us now. Cube, good to see you. Thank you. I want to get you to that point that was in the movie, because I think there are kids these days who look to people like you who've had enormous success and think that the financial success is the key to happiness.
Financial success is definitely not the key to happiness. To me, it's a tool that you need and want to make sure you can navigate through this tough life. But at the end of the day, if you're finding your happiness in things, it's a dead end road. You can't find your happiness in money. You can't find your happiness in anything that you have to plug up or need batteries. You find your happiness in people. And, sometimes it takes you a minute to realize that.
Yeah.
When you're young, you want all these things. And and when you had your share of things, you realize the most important part of life is the people that you've made a part of your life. And the faster you learn that, the fastest way to true happiness.
Yeah. You've had this incredible success, so many different careers, and you did it on your own, which has been this incredible story. Now, Big Three basketball. How much of sports is teaching kids that there are winners and losers, that working hard is a requirement to have success and to have happiness, and there are no participation trophies in life?
Yeah, I hope we're past the participation trophy stage for youth sports. You have to do what it takes to win the game in a fair way, of course. But giving people rewards for just showing up is not gonna cut it. We need to, really reward excellence. We need to reward work ethic. The good things that make sports great or anything great is work ethic. And
how are you trying to do that in Big Three?
Up. Well, the Big Three, what I'm doing is rewarding athletes that, stay in shape, athletes that really believe they're basketball players, not just NBA players.
What's the difference?
So, the difference is some guys, if it's not an NBA check involved, they're not playing. And then some guys will play as soon as you throw the ball up, wherever you at, backyard, play yard. So, we want athletes who are proud of being, top-notch basketball players and still want to play at a high level. And it's not just all about the money, but about the competition, the camaraderie, and to build something great. And then the money will come. So we got guys who are pure. They really love the game at a high level, and they want to compete at a high level against their peers. And that's what we provide with the Big Three.
I think about this article today about how unhappy, especially America's youth is, and feels lost, especially post-pandemic, that there's almost this urban-rural divide, right? That rural America has a lot more touchstones of the things you talked about faith, about community, about family, than urban America does. What do you have, and how can you help the cities, the towns that are like where you grew up, to give these kids that same North Star?
Yeah, it's really finding a purpose other than being connected to your device. That's the first thing our kids got to do is, they got to have activities, things that get their blood going, get their juices pumping. Things where they have to use their body. It's too much sitting around going on. And, it's leading to unhappiness. You know, when you move and you're active, the body feels better, the mind feels
Preach.
better, spirit feels better.